I'm really ashamed of something, and I'm really embarrassed to admit this.
Oh no.
And I don't want to be judged.
Safe place.
I would hope.
It always is.
You guys, I watched the second episode of the 90210 reboot.
What?
I don't know.
That trash.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
After your strong feelings?
I know. I'm really, really embarrassed.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 Podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
The show is so shitty. It's so shitty.
But what are you doing?
I have a problem, okay?
We know.
I have a massive problem.
Yeah.
I have a hard time quitting shows. It doesn't matter if they're trash. If I start something,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to finish it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in it.
That's so crazy to me because I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday and we haven't watched MasterChef in like a month. And I was like, I have no problem stopping a show if I'm over it.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about Eddie.
Good Eddie.
Because this
Right.
guy will watch.
It's a show you
any-
like.
We watched this show called The Last Ship on
Why do you always bring this
TNT.
up?
Because
remember
It was a
that.
fucking good show.
Eddie.
It was a good show.
It was good for like a
It
season,
was.
and then it got so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And Eddie watched like all the way to the 6th season.
Oh yeah.
Did he
I watched it
admit?
until it ended.
Yeah, I know.
Did he admit when that show was on that it was a bad show, or did you say it was okay?
He would see, he'd be like, oh, bro,
Oh.
check what happened on The Last Ship. And then he'd tell me, and we'd laugh about how bad it was.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
he was still watching it.
Oh yeah. Most of us tapped out of American Idol after like season 5.
I mean, after Simon left.
Yeah. Eddie
What was
went.
the
Who
point?
still watches? Nobody watches.
Eddie went to
American
like
Idol.
season 17.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It left.
Went to a
so
different
I stopped.
network. Yeah.
And then when they came back, I was like, well, I already quit it.
You
so
already
I'm good.
quit it.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
have to come back.
Yeah, you're
You already
safe.
quit it.
You're safe.
Thank God. But I'll do this with shows.
It's weird. It's like, do you feel this is a little OCD?
I don't know what
Do
it
you
is.
feel it'll get better?
No.
It's
I
like
feel
it's like a cocaine addict who
Wait, what?
he wants that
I
first
wanna
hit
quit.
over again.
No, I know. I want to quit.
You don't want that high one more time?
I'm just like, I'm in it. And so, like, I feel like, I don't know. Am I going to miss something? Maybe it will get better. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
You said it was the worst show
I've ever seen.
You said it was the worst show you've ever seen,
Yeah.
which is a very bold statement.
No, it was awful.
Did it? Okay. How about this? How about this? How about this? How about this?
Oh, here we go.
How about this?
What?
How about it?
Did it make sense this time?
No,
Remember-
no. It is fucking trash, dude.
Well, I was
Still
wondering
trash.
From
if
start to
maybe
finish.
like maybe oh, it's second episode. Okay, now it's start. Now I
Well,
see what they're doing.
That's my thought. Okay, so, immediately when it came on, I season passed it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, 90210, here we
What's
go.
up?
Yeah.
This is going to be fucking great.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I watched the first episode and I was like, holy shit, this is the worst show on television. Like the acting, the story, the concept from everything was fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
And so, you think you just delete it from your season pass. Well, I forgot. And then the second one recorded. And so
You didn't have to watch it.
it's sitting there on my DVR and I see it.
You see it there.
And I'm like, well, okay.
What?
My thinking was the pilot was so bad, it could only get better. So maybe if I watch the second episode, maybe they've like tweaked the concept a little bit and maybe it's gotten a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
That was my hope.
Okay, all right.
And
all
so
right.
instead of just deleting it,
Yeah.
I don't give up on my friends, okay? I don't give up on
Who are your
like,
friends?
David, Steve,
Andrea.
Andrea,
Big time.
Kelly,
Aw.
the crew.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't give up on them.
Okay.
And so I'm like, let me just watch the first couple minutes
Yeah.
and I'll see.
And how long are the episodes?
An hour.
Oh, God.
You got better things to do.
I do.
You do.
I do.
I
Yeah.
believe you do.
But what was I doing? I'm sitting there yesterday.
Yeah.
I had nothing going on.
Yeah.
And so, all right, fine.
No.
Let me just watch a few minutes.
Yeah.
And if it's terrible, then I'll quit it.
Okay.
I will be done.
D-
Turn it on. It's fucking worse than the first episode.
How
dude.
is that possible?
It's
No, come
fucking
on.
worse than the first episode.
What are we doing now?
So now this episode,
Yeah.
the first episode was all about this the group. They all hate each other apparently.
All right.
And they're all
And-
cheating on their wives and
Well,
husbands.
yeah, everybody's cheating on everybody.
And they're playing themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like a heightened version of themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
it doesn't make
Wait,
any sense. And then none of the real life partners are their actual partners on the show.
No.
So like Megan Fox, who's married to Brian Austin Green in real life.
Yeah.
It's not Megan Fox. It's some other. It's Lala Anthony.
Random.
And she's playing some chick named Shay, who's a big singer.
Well, Megan Fox was like, "Fuck you, I'm not
well,
going
I'm
on
an
that
actual
show."
star. I'm an actual actor. So why would I do that?
And let me just
Yeah.
say something, Emily. You're the biggest 90210 fan we know.
Yeah.
Did you watch the second episode?
Well, I was not really going to say anything, but I secretly watched the second and the third, and I'm caught up.
Dude, wait a minute.
That's
You've
stunning.
been
I thought
watching
it was
in
just
secret.
Eddie.
You didn't say anything?
Yeah, I figured she wasn't watching anymore.
I feel really embarrassed about it because it's so bad.
Why are you still watching it then?
Do you like it? I feel like it's so bad she likes it.
Oh, you can't.
I'm kind of hooked now because there's some crazy shit going on. You thought it was crazy in the
Let
beginning.
me tell you something, you guys.
Eddie, how bad is it?
Dude, so the second episode is about Donna, or Tori Spelling,
Yeah.
getting the group together to agree to do the reboot on Fox.
Because she's the producer.
She's the producer,
Oh,
and she can do this.
And she does that. She does that actual gesture. She goes, I can do this.
Like, it's...
No.
I hate
like,
myself
I'm like,
right now.
Tori Spelling, like, you should be fucking embarrassed that this is what you think people think you are.
Yeah.
Like, she's being Donna. Like, this ditzy, like, dumb, like, whatever. It's fucking so bad, dude. It's so bad.
Really?
So that's what the whole episode is about. Her convincing each person
okay.
why they should do the reboot
And
all this stuff.
who's the one that just doesn't want to do it?
Shannon Doherty.
Ah.
Now,
Because
Brenda.
Shannon Doherty, like I
What?
guess we're all supposed to know this, is a big conservationalist and animal lover.
Oh,
and
of
so
course.
she's in Africa saving zebras
Oh, of
and then
course she
on the
is.
beach saving a sea lion.
What?
And we're like, oh, is that well known about Shannon Doherty? Like, I don't fucking know that.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Like, I never heard that in my life.
Yeah, no
and
idea.
so that's what the whole episode is about. It's like trying to convince everybody to do the show.
Just have you gotten to where Tori
I watched the whole
Spelling,
thing.
where she goes and tries to convince Shannon? Or
Yeah.
is that in the third episode? Is
I
that the
think
second
No,
one?
I think it's the third episode because I haven't
So
seen
you haven't
her-
seen that yet?
Yeah, I haven't seen that part
Okay, I
yet.
won't spoil it for you.
Oh, man, I hope they get her.
Fuck.
Spoiler
They can't do
alert.
the show without her.
Tori Spelling goes to Africa to get Shannon Doherty to
Yeah.
do this hot
Yeah.
90210 reboot.
Come on, don't spoil it for me.
She's wearing like hiking boots and she goes.
No.
You think they actually filmed it in Africa on
I'm
location?
sure they got that kind of budget.
Dude, Tori Spelling is a weird bird. Her husband just in an interview where he says that in the bedroom, like in real life, she dresses up as Donna Martin for their like role-playing
What does
nights.
that even mean?
I don't know. Does he have
Why
a
do you dress
sign?
up like Donna Martin?
He's
Like, what does that
chanting
even
Donna Martin graduates or something. I don't know. Yeah, they role play and he says it's so fucking hot. I'm like, what?
So you're fucking a teenage girl?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
what you're
Don't-
saying?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't understand that.
That's
So
weird.
weird. So
So
weird.
Eddie, so she goes around, she's trying to get everybody to do the reboot.
Right.
And then you're like seeing more of everyone else's like real life,
Kind of.
but quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she like convinces them by giving them like special things, like she'll let Jason Priestley direct the episode, and because
Oh,
that's
'cause-
what he's into.
Oh,
she's
he's
like-
he's a serious guy
She's
now.
bribing everybody.
Right.
Okay.
What about Ian Ziering?
Ian Ziering wants product placement.
What, does
Wait,
say
what
what
is
products?
he doing now? I want to know.
And he's a raging alcoholic too.
Wait,
really?
I thought he's playing himself, and he
I
made
don't know.
himself a raging alcoholic.
They make themselves look so bad.
Yeah.
Like they make Jason
Yeah.
Priestley the most unlikable guy, and I like Jason Priestley from the
Right.
show.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like, wait, Jason Priestley's a piece of shit.
I love
like I don't
Brandon.
want.
Yeah.
Like,
He
you
was
want
my-
to, right?
He was my boyfriend.
No,
Well, he
you-
was the best guy in the world. Like
Yes,
he
he
was
was.
the most pure best friend to all of them at all times.
No, they make him into a complete asshole.
Oh my
But
gosh.
why
show.
don't? So it's like they're trying to play characters, like it's so weird.
I don't understand.
So they're not being themselves. They're making up characters for themselves, but calling themselves by their same
It's
name.
kind of like little tiny things that maybe has come out about them in the past.
Yeah.
So obviously, Brian Austin Green, you're married to a celebrity. That must suck. You kind of left Hollywood so that you could, raise the kids, and then your wife is a giant star. And then they really overplay that. And then it's like, oh, Jason Priestley's a director of like indie movies now, and so they overplay that.
Luke Perry, you're dead.
Oh
So they overplay that.
my fucking god.
Cheap shot, bro.
Oh,
no, no.
Tell him, Luke.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, what do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes when people pass away, have you ever seen Sixth Sense? They don't realize that they're dead yet.
What are you
Thor.
trying to say?
That was uncalled for the way you just said that. Don't you agree?
Listen, their careers are dead. But
Oh, great point. Great point,
I
Luke.
think I'm still here.
Yeah.
Luke, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Luke, do they mention you?
Oh, okay, that face.
Do they mention you in the second?
Thankfully, not in the second episode. I
Oh,
Thankfully.
good. Good. You don't want to be
don't
mentioned.
even want my spirit to be a part of this.
I totally get that, Luke. I get that.
They're doing this whole angle that Gabrielle Cartieres,
is
who's
my
a grandmother, by
This
the
is
way,
my favorite.
What?
is now discovering she's a lesbian.
Andrea.
No, not Andrea.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gabrielle
This
Cartieres.
is Thor. You're gonna love this.
A lesbian.
How old is she?
She starts talking to her
In her
husband.
80s. I don't know.
She has this serious talk with her husband about how she thinks that she's never felt that spark before. She gets mad at him because he's mad at her that she wants to take a break to go be a lesbian.
Wow.
Like she's
She's mad
say,
at that.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
What?
Holy.
What in the fuck is going on in this show?
I think the bigger issue is why the fuck are you still
I
watching
don't
it?
know.
Why didn't they just do?
I
why-
hate watching now.
Why didn't they just make a fake show where they all play characters and they're who want to do a reboot of like a 90210 type spin-off show?
That's terrible, too.
No, they just should have
But
done
this
a
is
Just
so
do
fucking
90210.
stupid.
do
Yeah.
a 4-week fucking episode. Do four episodes of them getting back together and checking in, like Eddie said many times, of checking in with their life.
How is it still on the air?
I don't. I wonder what the ratings
Oh,
are.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
one person. It's Emily.
Me and Emily.
Yeah.
And Eddie.
We're
Me and
huge in
Emily.
La Mesa and El Cajon.
The show is so bad, and I still watched it. And I got that third episode sitting there on my
Eddie,
DVR.
did they give you a second episode cliffhanger?
Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't know if we were going to get Brenda or not.
Oh,
What
cliffhanger.
would they have done if they didn't get Brenda?
There's no show, dude.
Yeah.
So if
They
don't
need the
get
whole gang.
Otherwise, there's no show.
There's no show.
Oh,
Why?
and then because the head of the movie, the head of the Fox Studios says, if you don't get Shannon, she says this like sits down Tori Spelling and goes, if you don't get Shannon, there's no deal, there's no reboot.
Was Shannon the biggest star?
She was. I mean, her and Luke Perry. They were probably the two biggest
Oh,
stars
okay.
Yeah.
from the original show. But I mean, this
Eddie.
has to stop. What do I do? How do I
Eddie,
quit it?
You need a coping mechanism.
This bitch is watching it too.
But I expected this from her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I
she's,
can't believe she didn't say anything.
Wow,
Like, it's
is there
secret.
shame involved?
Yeah,
It really is.
there's a lot of shame involved.
I'm embarrassed.
And then I didn't say anything, so I'm like, why am I going to say something now? Because then you guys are going to find out I was like basically lying by not telling you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm already on episode 3 deep.
you have to admit it.
Like I'm just going to keep this
I
one a
pray.
secret.
I just pray to God it gets canceled.
Yeah.
And then I won't have to watch it anymore.
Yeah. he'll
But that-
take it out
I've
of
already
your hands.
started it.
If it gets canceled, but they don't air like 4 episodes, and then they go on and then they show them online or something, would you watch them?
No.
Yeah, you would.
No.
Yes, you would.
No.
Yes,
Eddie's
you
at his
would.
computer with his earbuds in. We're like, what you doing, Eddie?
I won't do it.
Yeah, you
Don't
will.
make me. Nah, it's so bad.
Shameful.
It's very shameful.
Shame.
It's a dirty secret, and
Yeah.
I need to stop. And I admit it. And I'm very sorry, everyone.